Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, I'm Fenyxfyre here, known as Christopher Campbell, and I'm here tonight to host with the Transports Transform Challenge number 100. And I'm going to bring in one of my favorite people, Mr. Mar Omega. And he's going to co-host tonight, and he's going to also explain to me what this actual sport is, because I know some of you probably don't understand it like I do. But we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and get ready to join us. Mar, do you mind me bringing you in on the stream?
All right. Welcome to the Transform Speed Challenge number 100. I can't believe we've made it this far. You know, we've just, I started this last year when the pandemic started, and it's something I've always kind of wanted to do. It's, transports is the sport of transforming puzzles. Mm-hmm. And doing it usually in a timely manner. There's a couple other different little transports that I'm trying to get off the ground right now, like a punch buggy where you find Autobot and Decepticon symbols out in the wild on random cars and you try to rack up points that way. That's just a funny little thing to do, whatever. And then there's the motorized races where you take two Trypticons and race them against each other in an actual land race, but those are coming later. What the Transform Speed Challenge is taking your figure and trying to beat the transformation record. We set the records in each challenge, and then other competitors step in and they beat our times, and the leaderboards just keep on climbing like that. And we have to go back and make rebuttals all the time to try and stay on top. Essentially, since nobody else is doing this, if you beat the standing champion, that makes you the world's fastest recorded transforming puzzle master.
Okay, so can you explain what are the parameters of that? Like, what makes it, like, is there like a speed element plus a dexterity element, or how does all that work? Is there different stats you guys use?
Well, I mean, I jokingly made a stat card for myself that has, like, basically the speed, agility stuff that you'd see on the back of a Transformers box. But really, those are arbitrary little numbers on there. And basically, what is judged here is speed and accuracy.
Okay.
So after the Transformer is completely transformed, or GoBot or whatever you have is completely transformed, we just display it in front of the camera to make sure that all the lines are smooth and all the tabs are locked in place. So it's not like somebody just halfway did it and left it there.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Now, what's the most popular one that you all compete with?
Let's see. I think the one that we've done the most was probably this Ultra Magnus. This is from not Earthrise. This is one right before Earthrise. Siege, and then there was the Siege Seekers. We went back and forth on several times. That's like Starscream and Thundercracker.
Mm-hmm.
That was their Tetrajet forms when they were on Cybertron. Oddly enough, I'm the only one that has the F-15 version of Starscream in the Earthrise line.
And what would that look like? Would you have one there?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's this guy right here. I'm surprised that nobody else has tried with him yet, because I would definitely like to take that challenge.
That's interesting. Now, what is your favorite one to compete with? Or what's your favorite challenge? You're called challenges, right?
Puzzles? I call them challenges, yeah.
Okay.
I love all the Transformers so much that it's really hard for me to pick a favorite. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be an Optimus Prime fanboy or anything like that, but there's so many of them. Some of them are just like very fun and very satisfying to change.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are extremely complex. We've got this 2007 Nightwatch Optimus Prime, and NH3 just beat my pants off on this thing. I mean, so badly that I went back for a rebuttal and I was still a few seconds behind. So one of these days I am gonna, train for a week, just transforming him every day, all day long for a week, and then see if I can beat that record.
Now, I spoke to NH3 earlier, and he's behind the scenes. He was taking it pretty serious while we were all talking and getting everything set up. He was like boop 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 boop. So he knows his stuff. So I think he's going to be a really good competitor tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Well, he's a designer, so I'm that's always a little intimidating right there,
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Now you have a great shirt on.
Oh yeah. So do you?
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. We can plug the Sideshow of Psychosis.
Yeah. And who am I? You guys are probably all wondering who am I. I actually know Mar. We've known each other for a long, long time. And he asked me to do the show because I have some skills with the computer. And also
hosting and talking to people. You are a fantastic MC there. And he is one of the characters in our comic book, The Sideshow of Psychosis.
I'm that guy.
This guy right here. That's the prequel to our hopeful live-action film that'll be coming up in a few years.
I'm a sideshow escape artist from London, Ontario. I also hold many world records. We're also trying to get it so some of Mars Challenge and all the rest of the Speed Challenge group can start getting world records for some of their challenges that they're doing. So it's a project we're working on together. And I'm looking forward to that. So something to look forward coming down to the pipes to everybody who's involved. Now, Mar, you are a person that I've known for a long time, and you delve in a lot of different things. What do you do with Sideshow of Psychosis?
Well, okay, so I'm the founder of Sideshow of Psychosis. I wrote the stage play a few years ago. About a bunch of lunatics that broke free of the asylum and went on the road murdering people as they set up for different shows. They take their captive audience, like literally captive, and do a lot of House of a Thousand Corpses type stuff to them.
Yeah.
And
if you ever do want to check out Mara Mega's stuff and his Sideshow of Psychosis, you can check out Mara on YouTube. But at maromega.com, and that'll actually take you to a link to Sideshow of Psychosis, and you can purchase that comic there. But you know what? We're here for what, Mar?
We're here for the Transform Speed Challenge.
That's right.
And let's maybe get to know some of the other competitors.
That's great. So I'm going to bring in, let's see, we're going to go with Eliott. Looks really prepared right now. Eliott, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's
how
good.
are you guys doing?
We're doing very great. Now, Eliott, how did you get started in this? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so I've been collecting Transformers, like I said, since I was 12 years old. Started getting my collection. Some of the ones in the back I've had for a long, long time. And the reason I started getting into the sport is because I was just scrolling on YouTube. I'm like, this looks interesting. So I started watching the videos of the speed challenges, and I asked my girl if she thought I could do it. She said, "Yeah, go ahead, do it." So she's the one who films me while I do the transforms, and she helps me with dealing with the timer, stopping it or starting it whenever it needs to be. So excellent. I've been really into it. And the transformer I actually debuted with is this guy right here. My Netflix Megatron.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's from the Netflix series.
Oh, cool.
So I started with this guy and kept going with it. I've been taking away some records from other competitors, so I feel pretty happy about that.
I hope you've been taken away from Mar, because I only know this sport through what I see, through what I've seen on Mar, and I actually thought he was pretty badass until I kept going down the rabbit hole today of watching all the rest of your videos, and it's pretty amazing. I had to say, Eliott, I think I actually have. We're going to show people what actually is involved in here, and I think this video includes you beating Mara.
I just set the record.
So just to set the record straight, let me just bring this up here, and I'm going to go share screen, and we're going to go here. There it is. I see that one. All right, so we're going to go on this here.
What about me, Magnus? What about me? I can help. I want to help. What about me?
Blur, you can help me alert the others.
Absolutely, positively, definitely. Nobody can get the job done faster than I can. Nobody.
Come on, RC, let's go.
Greetings, robot fans and puzzle masters, and welcome to the 2021 season of Transports. My name is Mara Omega, your host for the Transform Speed Challenge. Today, Eliott Figueroa comes back again to challenge on the Titan's Return Blur. I thought my speed on the fastest Transformer in the Transformers franchise was fast, but Eliott Figueroa has put me through the paces. And here is the footage.
Yeah.
Boom.
Man, that's fast.
I know, right? It's pretty insane.
41 seconds. That's just...
Oh, I was practicing for about 2 days.
Okay.
I had to beat it.
That's awesome. Now, you say you practice a lot when you guys are doing this?
Yeah, I take my time. I start practicing. The one I think I did the fastest time, and I think I sent Mar like 3, maybe 4 videos was like I said, Megatron.
Yep.
And the last time I transformed him, and the last video took me way less than the current time that I have on him. And just practicing my mind, my hands, they get used to the transformation constantly, and it's like nobody's missing. You know, I keep doing it like it was just slicing cake.
Yeah, you
That's
start
amazing.
learning those steps, and it's just a little dance, you know. Just
It's like riding a bicycle.
That's amazing. Now, what is? We saw your Netflix Megatron. Was it Netflix Megatron?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Oh wow. Like Mar said, I really can't pick a favorite. I've got over 300 Transformers right now. I even got a box here that have more Transformers, and I can't put them on display because I don't have any more space. But every
Okay.
now and then,
Okay, so I collect stuff. How long ago did you say you started this?
since 12, I'm 27 now. I'm gonna be 28 on March.
Oh, okay. So quite a few years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was recent, like very recently. So I was like,
Oh,
oh, it's like. All right. Well,
how long ago was 1984? Right, that's whenever I started. 'Cause
too old to remember, you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
because yeah.
I'm a 79 model, and you know,
When doves cry, is that old? Eliott, can I just have you turn your fan just a bit? We're getting a bit of feedback from your fan there. Just please.
Yeah, sure.
Just perfect. Excellent. Now, let's bring on, well, Mr. NH3. We're going to add him to the stream. Let's round of applause, because I've seen some of your work, Mr.
Hi.
You want to introduce yourself?
Okay. So hi everyone. I'm NH3. I'm a designer by trade, but I prefer the form, function part over form more. So that's what separates me from the usual group and makes me appear more as an engineer to most people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now-
since I was 5, I've loved Transformers. So my first figure was the Energon series, Energon Starscream. And I've been collecting Transformers ever since.
That's amazing. And what's your favorite challenge?
My favorite challenge so far would be I would still say it's my first challenge, the Nightwatch Optimus Prime.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you on. I've seen your work. We're going to get down to business soon. I see another challenger has entered the room. Let's bring on.
Sorry, I'm late to the party.
It's okay. Late to the party is better to the party. Now, Nicholas, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been a fan of Transformers since I was like 6 or 7. Was starting with Transformers Cybertron. I would get off the bus and turn on Kids WB and watch Transformers Cybertron. That's pretty much how I got into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what's your favorite challenge or favorite Transformer?
My favorite Transformer, I would have to say it would be either Optimus Prime or Soundwave.
Yep.
I think my favorite challenge, I'm trying to think. There's so many ones I've done. It's hard to just. If I had to go with one, it would be somewhere in between Hades Megatron and Siege Jetfire.
Cool. Now, the important question: how many times have you beaten Mar?
About 6 or 7, if memory serves me right.
Excellent.
I
Well,
think it was with Netflix Bumblebee substituting for Earthrise Cliff Jumper, Data Optimus Prime replacing Earthrise / Kingdom Optimus, Ultra Magnus, which is where I started off,
Yep.
the Seekers. Well, yeah, with that,
excellent.
using Starscream and his stupid chest plate.
Yeah, just
I like
popping
the
off
design and all, but the chest plate sucks.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, I think we're having some challenges tonight, aren't we, Mar?
Yep. Let's see. Who was it that had the
I think it was NH3.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can go with
But
that. one.
I'm using the cap. I'm using the perfect. What was it? It's a third-party upgrade kit. That's why you can see it's slightly different.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, he actually comes apart. That's interesting. Okay.
Do you think this is going to be a good competition, or what are your thoughts on this?
I think he's going to blow me completely away.
All right. Well, I'm going to take Nicholas out of the stream here, and Eliott. We'll see you guys in a bit, and we're going to get started. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to get a timer ready, and we're going to go from there. So, can you guys see this okay?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So what's going to happen, there's going to be a countdown, and we're going to get out of full screen. There's going to be a countdown to 0, and it'll be a beep, and it'll start. Okay? And you guys are go, and then I will do the lap times. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes.
You tell me when you guys are ready, and I'll start.
I guess I'm ready.
Are you ready, NH3?
Yes.
Okay.
Would be a perfect time to hear David Bowie singing Under Pressure.
And you guys say stop when you're done, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
I got my. It looks like Neo is really rocking this one. This is a very. It's close. It's getting close, guys. We're at a minute, 12 seconds. I don't know which screen to watch. This is so exciting. It's getting close. We're getting to the end here. Oh. So 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 0.07. Mar, you got this. You're done?
Yeah, I'm not finishing that.
So you're conceding?
I am definitely conceding on this one because I can't get a couple of tabs to lock in the way I want to.
All right.
Yeah, it's quite challenging on some parts.
So
Let me see
NH3.
if I can get them at least set for the return.
The return? Oh, you have to do a return as well?
Yeah. Because that's usually the thing. You
That's
transform it one direction, then you transform in the other direction.
Interesting. So we're good here?
Yeah. Yep. All my tabs are in. All my lines are good.
Okay, I'm going to reset. So 203.07. I was going to put that into the notes.
Okay.
So 2.03.07 for NH3. Let's give him a round of applause for that. All right. Okay, we're going to reset here. And now we're going for the return. Now, is it easier to go backwards?
Yeah. A lot faster going backwards.
Yeah. So we're at a minute 2. Looks like Mar, you got this one. Done?
Double check, make sure that I got everything in place. Looks like he is
done.
I think I'm done.
So what happens in a situation like this? So NH3, he takes the get to, and then you take the return. What happens in a situation like that?
Well, then I add him up and see who gets the overall time.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm going to say he probably did beat me.
Yeah, I'm going to say that too. If he gets it within 206, he beat you. He beat you on both.
Okay.
You were over on both of them. So congrats, NH3. So you did the return in 205.02. So very good. Almost, you were quicker putting it together than taking it apart.
Yeah, that's amazing because usually going to robot.
Yeah. But I think it's largely because of this upgrade. It takes a while to transform this. Yeah.
Very cool, guys. Now, how on a skill level of like a 1 to 10, how hard is this actual one to transform?
Oh, I'd put him at about a 6 or a 7.
6 or a 7?
Yeah, I mean he's not simple like the original. That one was just kind of like pop it apart, transform him like an Optimus Prime, just super easy. But this guy's got a lot more engineering to him, and that's why I think he's so much fun.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, NH3, I'm going to take you out, and I think we're going to bring back in Eliott and Nicholas, and they're going to have some fun here.
I think NH3 has Cannonball as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I had all of them.
Yeah, all three of those have Cannonball, so I'm going to take a step back.
Well, we can have everybody on the screen, and then you can kind of narrate because you know what they're actually doing.
All right, let's have a look.
When it comes to Cannonball, you could also use Cybertron Red Alert and 2007 movie Crankcase, not to confuse him for the 2011 character.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So, Mar, you want to take over this part, and I'll get the timer ready?
All right, sounds good.
Had to get you off my camera, my tripod.
NH3, are you all ready to go? I know you just finished one. Are you going to be okay to start right away?
Just in 10 seconds.
All right, you just tell me when you're ready. Now, Nicholas, you look like you're taking this pretty serious. What are your thoughts right now?
That was Cannonball. He was my first and only Cybertron figure when I was younger. I lost the figure at some point, so I ended up ordering him recently on eBay because it was a chance encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. $40, not bad.
It's beautiful to be able to recapture one from your childhood.
And I know Eliott said he had about 300. What's your collection like?
My collection is pretty amazing.
Well, but Nicholas, what's your collection like?
Mainly, other than I've got Cannonball from Cybertron, I've got 2007. I've got this. Got the the armored security truck from Transform Cybertron. Payload, not Transform Cybertron, but the movie toy line Payload.
Yeah, you made like your whole collection.
Yeah, your whole collection. What? How many you got in there? Roundabout. Give me a ballpark figure.
2, 3, 4, 5. If I had to give an estimate, about 70, 71. That's including everything I got on my shelves, the little Legion stuff that I've got on my Mario Kart 7 box, my Game Boy box.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah,
NH3, how about you? How many you got in your collection? What's your ballpark? How many in your collection, NH3?
Pardon?
How many would you have in your collection?
Wow. If I include the third party and fourth party figures, then I'd say easily 200 plus.
200.
And if I include non-transforming figures, then well, that'd be even more.
Yeah, that's
Because
wild.
of the trio line, those crayons, you know.
That's amazing. And Eliott, you said you're around 300?
Yeah.
Mar?
I'm somewhere around 200, I think.
200?
I don't remember if I counted combiners as 1 or 5. No, I think
I count
counted
them as 5 because
Yeah.
you gotta count the components.
But then do you call them 6? Because you got 5 guys that become one more guy.
More guy? Yeah.
Well, in the case of Devastator, you gotta count 7 then.
Because with combiners, there's 6 characters, or in Devastator's case, 7.
7. Yep.
Using the logic of Vector Sigma.
I feel like I'm back playing D&D with you guys.
Hold on, let me get some dice. I'm going to roll for it.
The only transformer I've got displayed in combined mode is Abominus.
Yeah, that's excellent.
The original Power of the Primes version, not the Takara animation accurate version, which I might as well just get the upgrade kit for because I'm not going to fork out $200 just for another one. I'm fine with Power of the Primes version as it is.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, guys, we're here to compete, aren't we?
Yep.
So, before we start, 100. How long was that in the making?
Since about last April, I got the Earthrise Optimus Prime on around my birthday. Yeah, it was actually on my birthday, April 16th last year. Maybe a week after that, I decided, well, I'm not working. I might as well do something, fun, constructive, something no one else has been doing, which was a big surprise to me. I'd combed the whole internet looking for actually a couple of years to see if there was any kind of competition, and there wasn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'll start it. I'll begin this. So it began around April 16th last year. And,
so we can say about 10 months.
Yep. And I think on my birthday this year, it's going to be the HasLab Unicron.
Nice.
And I am going to, so far the designers of that thing say it takes an hour to transform.
Oh, really?
That means both ways. I'm really not sure what they mean by that, but I'm definitely going to shoot for at least half of what the designers are going for. And that one is almost like Guinness worthy, I would say, but they haven't gotten back to me.
We'll chat soon on that one.
Yep.
That sounds like a Transform Speed Challenge is about to happen, though.
Yep.
Are we ready? You guys ready? Competitors ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
And go. Eliott is in there doing his sideways technique and now whipping around, and Nick is smooth and figured out. NH3 is using lightning fast hands. Wow. Look at that.
30 seconds.
Oh, my best.
And Nick and Eliott, they're so close. And it looks like Nick has this one second place.
51.98.
Done.
A very close third.
56.81. So I'm just going to write down those. Mar, you can talk a bit. I'm just going to write down these numbers because I think it's going to be a tight second here. So 35 for NH3.
That was a very beautiful, beautiful race there. feel like I need to get this character now.
If I find a listing on eBay, I'll be sure to send it your way.
So Nicholas was 51.98. And Eliott was 56.81. That was a very close race. So we're gonna reset here. You guys are all set for the return.
Looks like the fans are really loving it.
Yeah, they are. I'm reading the comments here. It's looking like, well, you guys are a fun group. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Oops.
Three, 2, 1, go.
I can be ready for an H3 this time.
And he is like the other side of the world.
Yeah, he had a delay. He actually, if you notice, there was a 3-second delay on his before he started too.
Yep, I'm noticing that. Did he? Okay. Wow.
40-18. That's amazing. Nicholas, you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a tie.
I think too, yeah. Done?
Done.
Perfect. So we had a tie at the 40-second 18 mark. And then we had Nicholas, you were a minute 08, 25. So I think
Eliott.
Eliott. Sorry. Eliott was a minute 08:25. So great job, guys. That was insane. It was really cool to see because that delay really it made that interesting. That first one was just insane. So I'm going to give that one to NH3 because we had the tie at the second, but he took the transform crazy fast. So you agree with that, Mar?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
That was a really good race.
That was fun. That was fun to watch for me because I don't know much about this. I played as a kid. I was more of a Star Wars kid, so I really didn't pull things apart. I watched Transformers. I had a couple Transformers, but I didn't really get into it. For somebody like me that doesn't watch, it's very entertaining. I don't even know which to really watch on the screen because you're going so fast. It's amazing.
What I'm waiting for is for someone to beat me on that bad boy.
Well, you and I may have a competition on that one someday because I'm pretty good with that one. We have a competition on picking locks right now.
I'm picking locks. I don't have any with me right now.
Oh, come on now.
Get out the straight jackets and get out the dueling banjos.
Yeah. So
get the copyright royalty free music going.
I don't think there's any copyright to banjo. I don't know.
Then again, this ends up on YouTube. They can copyright you just for the melody being used.
That's true. So NH3, how does it feel to win both of those competitions tonight?
Well, I guess I feel ecstatic about it.
You expected it?
Yeah, I enjoy doing this for a long time now.
Now, and that begs the question. So you expected to do it. Do you have a ranking championship? Like, who sits where in the championships?
Well, there's so many challenges. It's kind of hard. Each character is its own challenge, and it really wouldn't be fair to rank. I guess you could rank on a percentage of how many wins versus losses there are to see who's the top dog. But basically, each challenge is a top dog thing. Each one of them, looking at a world record perspective, we'd have to look at each character as its own record instead of who's the fastest at transforming things, because I have a GoBot that I call my butterfly knife. I can flip him like that, and within like 3/4 of a second, he's already transformed. Mm-hmm. So, if you're going on, who's the fastest at transforming anything, somebody's going to take a one-step transformer and say, "I am," like that. But yeah, if we were going by who has the most records, I set the most of them. So, and so many of them have gone unchallenged, that would put me at the top. But I guarantee you, NH3 steps in there, he's going to blow me away on just about any of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go back in and do a rebuttal, and it'll just get tighter and tighter and tighter until it's like within a millisecond of who's winning what.
Well,
I expect. That's what I hope for.
Well, I know
sounds like
that
what we did with Ultra Magnus and the Seekers.
Exactly. It gets so close.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to when we actually set up a system so that we can get some world records for you. So you guys have to stay tuned for that.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, and I think it'll be, for me, it'll be exciting, and just to be able to see that. Let's say our goodbyes. Eliott, you want to say your goodbyes to everybody?
Yeah, sure. It's been a blast being here with you guys, Mar. We've talked a couple times, and you told me about the HasLab Unicorn Challenge. I really hope that comes through. NH3, it's a pleasure to meet you. Nicholas, a pleasure to meet you as well and compete against both you guys. Phoenix, a hell of an experience. Thank you all so much.
So thanks for joining us, and let's go with in the opposite. NH3, you want to say your goodbyes?
Yes, it's been great meeting the five of you, and hopefully we can have such events again in the near future.
I think so too. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Nicholas, you gonna say your goodbyes?
Yeah, even though I was a little late to the party, at least I could say I had fun here. And adios. We'll see you around the internet.
Agreed. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. I'm going to remove you, and I'm going to say goodbyes to Mar, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Take care, guys. So, Mar, we had our 100th challenge. How'd that feel? Something your little baby there, and you've built it up. How'd that feel for you?
It felt fantastic. I'm so happy to have come this far with it. And to be able to put out things every week, and then suddenly I got other guys that are putting out challenges, sometimes 2-3 a week, and it's just growing and growing. These last couple months, we've just shot up from like 50 to 100, just like.
Oh, really?
Like
and where do you want to see this sport go to?
I hope that it covers every single figure out there that's being made, and I'm hoping that all the enthusiasts out there that want to be the fast kid on the block, I hope they all get their shot and all get somewhere on the leaderboards. Mm-hmm. And it's not about being the best. It's fun to be the best, definitely, but I love just the idea of competing, and I don't mind being beaten one bit. I love seeing other people joining in and having fun with this, and taking it in their own direction, on their own videos, and just making it grow and grow. This is going to be, such a big thing for the community, I think. And I like having a sport based on toys.
Yeah. And once again, it's transports, right? It's, you've had that copyrighted so that you can grow this as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's my own little IP. That's just that's the little umbrella that's over all of these different little challenges. And
Excellent.
the Transform Speed Challenge is exactly what it sounds like, just the art of fast puzzles.
Mm-hmm. Now, to everybody who may not be used to this, it seemed like there's a couple new people. What do you want to say to them, the fans and the people that are watching?
Thanks thank you for watching. Thanks for enjoying all of our videos along the way. And it's just been great to know that people that they don't want to put their figures through the paces and like break their own toys and stuff are happy to see what we will go through and what we'll do with our figures. I've never actually broke one during a race or by setting up a challenge. The only ones I've ever broke were, well, I mean, I hate to like blame it on poor design or whatever, but there were a couple of them that had like weak plastics in them that I've broken while being very careful. But yeah, I'm glad that people will tune in, and even if it is for the train wreck factor of hoping to see somebody fall on their face and break a figure or something. I'm happy to disappoint you on a weekly basis.
That's good. Now, if you do want to get involved and you can go to the YouTube channel on Mar Omega, and there's a section on the speed challenge as well. And you can go onto the Facebook group and check that out and enjoy that. And I just want to thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's nice to see you. It's been so long since we actually talked again. So that's a plus for me. And, we look great in our matching shirts here. Got to plug the comic. But it's been a great pleasure, and I appreciate you having me. I want to thank everybody who had to suffer through listening to me take you through this challenge, which I knew nothing about. But I had a lot of fun because it was very interesting to learn all about it, and those guys were great. So I just want to thank everybody. Mar, it's been a pleasure, and we're out of here.
Thank you for everything you've done.
Take care, guys.